everybody, welcome to KnowledgeToMetal.com. My name is Scott Waters and it's time for another edition of The Mail. And this edition of The Mail is brought to you by Captain Howdy himself, John, the biggest kiss collector in the VC. And this box he sent is massive. Yeah, it's big. So this is going to be a vinyl update because this feels like a lot of stuff in this box unless there's a lot of packing material, but it feels kind of heavy. So we're going to open it up and check out what's in here. By the way, what's spinning in the background very lightly, so as not to get a copyright strike, is Heathen's Rage, the Fight Till the End, the Lost Sessions on No Remorse Records. Fantastic, pure heavy metal from New Jersey, USA. Stuff recorded back in the early to mid 80s. Got my knife. Alright, so what do we got in here? I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pull it out and show it to you guys. Dangerous Toys. Awesome, sleazy, glammy, heavy metal from Texas. This has been on my want list for a long time. And John found a copy for himself, and he's put a little note in the back. I almost lost my mind when I found a copy of this for you. Enjoy. And I will. I saw the band on this tour at a little club in Albuquerque. Absolutely love this show. And I do have this on CD, but I wanted to get it on vinyl for a long time. I mean, just really kind of... I love the vocals, first of all. Vocalist, what's his name? Jason McMasters, who used to sing for Watchtower. I mean, totally different style than, you know, the progressive speed thrash heavy metal of Watchtower. This is just sleazy heavy metal, you know. I don't know, Guns N' Roses on steroids, with a Texas, you know, with a little bit of Texas charm. Anyhow, I love this album, so really happy to have it. Thank you, John. That's funny. All right, what else is in here? All right, on. Trooper, Thick as Thieves. Little note on the back says hits from this are LPR Round We Go, The Moment That It Takes, and Raise a Little Hell. Now, Trooper are a Canadian hard rock band that I've really been getting into a lot. I have their first 3 albums, and then their best of album. That was all I had. But I've been devouring those. You know, I've been discovering a lot of Canadian metal recently, Canadian hard rock. You know, stuff that I just missed for some reason. You know, just a lot of that hard rock stuff like April Wine and Moxie and Gatto and stuff like that. But out of all those bands I've been recently discovering, Trooper is becoming one of my favorites, and this is a fantastic record from them. Thick as Thieves. Don't have this one, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Right on. John's going to finish my Trooper collection for me. This is Flying Colors. This is a solid LP. Only 1 hit though. 3 dressed up as 9. Yeah, but you know what? I've never been a hits person. You know, I really could care less about the hits. As a matter of fact, I tend to like albums that don't have a million hits on it because hits are overplayed. Not with Trooper though. I mean, I don't think Trooper ever had a huge. Maybe they had a couple hits in the U.S., but they were minor hits, you know, as compared to, you know, other bands. Regardless, really like this band. I like their artwork too. All their albums have this great artwork. This one's called Flying Colors. This might have been late 70s. Have to look it up. I don't remember the year of this one. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Another Trooper album. The Last of the Gypsies. I never even seen this one before. Gotta tell you, I don't know this LP. Enjoy. Let me know what you think of it. Okay, John, you got it. I will. I'll check this out and let you know what I think of it. I don't know this one at all. I'm totally oblivious to this one as well. I think this is a newer album. Can't see the year on here. It's too dark in here. But anyhow, Trooper. The last of the Gypsies. We'll just since I've got all 3 of them here, we'll just put them all together. There we go. Trooper. What's next? I'm trying to get these out of the box without kind of seeing them, so that you guys and I see them at the same time. Right on. Very cool. I don't have this one, AC/DC. I have a lot of AC/DC. I don't have this one. This is the Iron Man soundtrack, but it's also kind of a greatest hits. And if I'm not mistaken, it also has a few... uh-oh, my phone's ringing. Perfect timing. We'll get it later. The Iron Man soundtrack, so it also, I believe it also has a few new songs on it. I could be wrong about that. Let's see. Let me have Drink with Me, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Evil Walks, If You Want Blood, Thunderstruck, Back in Black, Cold Hearted Man, Guns for Hire, Rock and Roll the Nation, Shoot the Thrill. Nope. Looks like it's just a best of compilation. Regardless, it's a great compilation, and it was a cool movie too. Iron Man and Iron Man 2. And this is very cool because I do not have this, and this looks to be brand new. I'd be surprised if this was even played. Yeah, I mean it's almost, I'd say excellent plus. Has a slight split in the top, but you know what? That seems to happen on new albums for some reason. They get this split in the top. I get brand new albums that have those sometimes, and it's kind of irritating, but it is what it is. It's not that big a deal to me. So anyhow, AC/DC, Iron Man 2 soundtrack. Okay, I knew about this one. I just caught a glimpse of it. This is the C version of Genesis Abacab. Now I have 3 of these already, but I didn't have the C version. What's the difference between the A, B, and D versions? It's the cover art. They're each different, slightly different colors in the cover. Genesis fanatic, so I was kind of keeping an eye out for an inexpensive copy of C, and well, here it is. John managed to snag me a copy, and this is a Canadian pressing. So the other 3 I have are American press. This will be my only Canadian pressing. Very cool. And also this one has, if the American copy is the same as the, I mean if the, let's see. Yeah. It has a picture sleeve. And I think this might be, I don't remember the American sleeve being brown, so we'll have to look at that and see the difference. But the other thing is the Canadian pressing is on a uncoated stock, whereas the U.S. pressing is on a coated stock, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very cool. I'll do a Genesis video eventually and show my whole Genesis collection. So, all right, next in this box is big. I'm telling you, this is going to be a long video. All right. Queen, Strange Kind of Magic. I didn't have this one. I have a lot of Queen. Have it on CD. Don't have it on vinyl. I contemplated sending the reissue, but decided you are worthy of the original pressing. John is my brother from another mother in Canada. I mean, him and I have so much in common. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, this is Queen, Strange Kind of Magic. This is where Queen went a little bit more on the pop disco side of things at times, but there's still some great songs on here. One Vision, which is a classic song. A Kind of Magic, One Year Love, Pain So Close to the Pleasure, Friends Will Be Friends, Who Wants to Live Forever, Give Me the Prize, Don't Lose Your Head, and Princes of the Universe. And here's the back and the inner sleeve. Queen, classic rock. And again, I don't have that one, so I don't know how John knew I didn't have that one, but maybe he asked me, and him and I chat back and forth so much, I probably told him I didn't have it. So next in this box, there feels like there is, let's see, I got 2 more in here. Feels like it. So what's this one? Right on, this is Street Heart. And he told me about this one. I've not heard this one. This is a Canadian band. Here is some Canadian 70s hard rock featuring 3 of the members of Loverboy. So from what John told me about this band, like I said, it's pre-Loverboy, but Loverboy were kind of more your mid, I don't know, poppy hard rock, and these guys were had a little more grit and grind. Definitely not heavy metal from what he said, but solid Canadian hard rock. So I'm looking forward to checking out Steelheart. Nice album cover art. The name of the album is Meanwhile Back in Paris. So looking forward to checking that out. And the last one in this box, maybe? Yeah, last one. Right on. I'm just blown away. John, you freaking rule, man. I don't know what to say, man. I'm kind of speechless, but this is one of the albums that's been on my want list for, I'm going to say, a good decade. This is Aerosmith Anthology. This is a UK best of collection, and I know it's just a best of collection, but it doesn't matter. It's just one of those things that I've always wanted to have as part of my collection. Being the Aerosmith fanatic that I am, just did a 2-part Aerosmith vinyl edition not too long ago, and jeez. It's a gatefold. Yeah, this came out in what, 1988. I've never seen a copy, you know, out in the wild ever. I've never owned this one. One of the few Aerosmith records I haven't owned. And this is, I believe this is on like Raw Power is the name of the, yeah, it is Raw Power. And it is white label. I don't believe this is a promo copy. I think all of them were white. And it is a 2-album set, and yeah, and John said I'd be blown away. He's pretty much right. You rule, John. You know what? I super duper appreciate you you hooking me up with all that stuff, man. All those things are on my want list, and what can I say, man? I owe you big time, but I'll get you back. You know it. So that's it for this edition of The Mail. God bless. Stay strong.